Sorry, that line was just way too dull. Still wrote it down, that's how it goes. Corrupt our minds and I'm taking your souls. Rappers are evil, we know. Got a death wish, I'm on the next list. They might arrest this, a mass exodus.
Hey, what is happening, everybody? It's your favorite Color Crispy here, and welcome back to another video. Now, today's video, we're going to be reading through r/IDontWorkHereLady. Now, this is one that a lot of people have texted me on Instagram about and DM'd me about it and asked for me to do this. Now, my Instagram is going to be in the description, my Twitch is going to be in the description, and sorry for not uploading. But anyways, guys, let's just get straight into the video. What do you say? I'm telling you about one event, but I must have a retail face because I'm approached so often. I wear a suit at work. When I call in at any shop on the way home, I leave my jacket in the car, so I'm just wearing a shirt and tie. I couldn't tell you how many times people assume I'm staff. If they're civil, I'm civil. If they're struggling, I'm helpful. If they're rude, I have fun. The reason I remember this one is because I've said all these things separately before, but this was the first time I got them all squeezed into one single interaction. It just went so perfectly. I will never happen again. I had called into a large supermarket to pick up birthday candles. I first saw the woman being very rude to another customer for no apparent reason. Imagine Rush Limbaugh and Drag. I probably butchered that name, but then again, I don't live in the EU, the European countries. And I also don't speak English well. Sorry to put that in your head. She was just so impatient and the other customer wasn't moving fast enough for her liking, so she was insulting her. She definitely ranked above a-hole, so let's call her Douche Baguette, or DB for short. As she turned, I saw the missile lock in her eyes as she spotted me. She galumped her way over, and I decided to enjoy it and settled on being deadpan literal as a plan. I looked away. Excuse me? Why, what have you done? What? She paused for a second before looking like a dog that had been shown a card trick. Then angrily asked, "Can you help me?" I couldn't possibly know what you want. She makes a Tucker Carlson face. Where do you keep your eyelash curlers? I don't keep them anywhere. Yes, you do. I've seen them before. I'm certain I don't. I've never owned any. My eyelashes manage to bend all on their own. I'm more than happy with the bendingness of my eyebrows. Huh? What? No, idiot. I mean the shop. Where in the shop are the eyebrow curlers? I haven't got a clue. Why not? I refer you to my previous answer. I never use them. Are you trying to be stupid? No, it's effortless. This is insane. Are you going to find out where the eyelash curlers are, or do you prefer that I... Here comes the most Karen sentence ever. The thing that every single worker just does not want to hear. Or would you prefer that I speak to your manager? I'd say neither, but if I had to choose, I'd go for option B. What? You want me to speak to your manager? No. She shakes her head in angry confusion and says, You just said you did. No, I didn't. You asked me which one I'd prefer. If I was offered a rectal exam, or a slap in the face, I don't want either, but I'd prefer the second to the first. See how it works? She stood in silence for a few minutes with her mouth open in the deepest frown, and then she built up to a shout with, This is ridiculous! I completely agree. Oh God. Where is your manager? I'm not exactly sure, but my guess would be at home with his family. You're being so stupid. Who supervises you in the store right now? She actually stumped her foot twice, like a toddler, when she shouted, right now. God, I can imagine this. Nobody. What? Why not? Because I don't need to be supervised. I haven't needed supervision in a shop since I was about 9 years old. Oh my god, it's like talking to the wall. I could see that her shouting had attracted a member of management. She was approaching quickly. Why aren't you helping me? Why would I? I think I saw a slight hint of understanding spread across her pale face. You do work here, don't you? Nope. Why didn't you freaking say so? You didn't ask me until now. The manager arrived just as douchebag shouted into my face. You're an effing moron. Manager to DB. Madam, please lower your voice and stop swearing. There are children in the store. Manager to me. What's happening, sir? I'm not really sure. This woman was being rude to another customer, then she approached me and started to interrogate me about my personal grooming habits. She wasn't happy with my answers and started to shout at me. No, that's not freaking true. I was shouting because I thought he worked here. Oh, Karen, that is such a good reason for you to shout in a store. It's not. I forgot a line. Oh, yes, very smart of me. You know, that's what happens when you're sleep deprived. Whether he was an employee or not, you cannot talk like that. You can't abuse customers, and we have a strict policy about abuse towards staff. We don't tolerate it. It's not my fault. He's an effing idiot. If he had... She was interrupted by the manager. Please stop shouting. The manager pressed transmit on her radio and said, Security urgent code for aisle 14. Manager to me, are you okay, sir? Yes, I'm fine. I just needed birthday candles. Can you tell me where they are? What the effing heck is going? Stop shouting. Stop swearing. If I have to warn you again, you will have to leave the store. They're on aisle 22. Okay, thank you. I started to walk away. Meanwhile, DB was still shouting. Two security staff turned around the corner and passed me on their way to DB. I could hear her shouting for another 30 seconds. The next time I saw DB, I was standing at the self-checkout. She was being followed out of the store by the security staff. She was complaining into her phone, loudly but unclearly, about the shop, the staff, and some effing moron. As she left empty-handed. Do you think that moron was me? It was not so funny. I almost broke and nearly started laughing when she stamped her foot in time with, right now. I've been mistaken for staff dozens of times, but I've never had it go so perfectly. Probably never will. Don't expect a sequel. Too long didn't read. Awful woman asks me questions, then gets angry because I won't answer them honestly until eventually she gets herself ejected. I read that as ejaculation. Ejected? Oh no. I'm pretty stupid and sleep deprived. But anyways, everybody, let's get straight on to another post. Okay, so this last post is called, I got reprimanded to turn off sprinklers I have no control over. So, I work for a plant moving company called PPI, where we partner with Walmart in order to set up stands and generally clean up the area around the plants, making sure everything looks nice. Every day around 3 p.m., the sprinklers go off to water the plants on the patio. As I'm putting on my rain jacket, 2 women walked into the patio area. They avoid the sprinklers, going in as easily as the first cycle of water only sprays half the section. I start working as they go around picking out the plants they want, and as they are nearing the end of their search, the second round of sprinklers go off, which cover the whole section, blocking up the store from the patio with spraying water. The 2 women approach and then they turn to me. "Hello, can you please turn off those so that we can pass, please?" "I'm sorry, ma'am, those sprinklers are on a time limit and I have no control over them." "Oh, come on, it'll just be for a little second." "Ma'am, as I said, I don't have any control over this." "This is ridiculous. You need to treat your customers with more respect." "Ma'am, Where's your manager?" Ah, yes, the most, again, with the "where's your manager?" "We'll have you fired for trapping us in here with these sprinklers." "I don't even work here." Both of the ladies scoff. "You're wearing a uniform and you're cleaning up the place. Of course you work here. We're gonna get you fired for lying to us." Then say more things about the generation of today and how disrespectful and lazy we all are, and I was promptly ignoring them and slowly returning to work at this point when I suddenly hear an inhuman shriek. One of the ladies, I don't know which one as they both had similar sounding voices, yells, "You did that on purpose!" I turned around thinking I was about to see a fight or something, only to find out that the third cycle of sprinklers start to go off, right over where the ladies were standing. They were casually getting soaked as Lady 2 was pointing at me, angrily throwing cuss words at me, and now making a general fool of herself. No one else was around, and I figured with how loud they were being, they would attract someone, but I felt entirely alone in this situation until they decided to finally go away. Looking for my manager, I presume. Despite the sprinklers getting some sort of revenge for me, it was an anticlimactic end. I never heard anything about it anymore. I told one of my Walmart employee friends about it, and he laughed at the entire thing with me. I said that he didn't hear anything about these women other than from me, and that's it. But anyways, guys, that was r/IDontWorkHereLady. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and turn on all post notifications so that you know every single time I upload. Anyways, guys, it's been your favorite garlic recipe. Peace out, everybody.
Perfect. So keep that same energy when you